That'll kill your ghost raider, make a fool be on heroin. He's a dope writer.
Shout out to Styles P and Joe Budden. That shit classic right there. They were spitting over there, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Pause beat it. That was fire. That joint right there, go look that up. Styles P and Joe Budden freestyle fire. D.J.S though. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the sub on the way in. Please hit the sub on the way in. Before you leave, if you didn't, hit the sub on the way out. You already know. Alright, share my shit. Like my shit. Subscribe to my channel. Now let's talk about this. Homecoming. Quick review. Quick review. Right? Shout out to the nigga who invited us on. Who invited us to the watch party that he had. Salute to you, my nigga. This card was okay. It was alright. It was alright. Definitely alright. The reviews seem to be, this wasn't one of them ones. Alright, cool. But I'm not going to go as far as to say that it was trash. I'm not going to say it was completely bad. It wasn't completely bad. Alright, let's start from the bottom and go up. Alright, real quick. Real quick. Y'all know how I called it. Swamp versus Lou Castro. Lou was cool. Lou was okay. He had a couple moments. Swamp, his first round made it look kind of easy. Yoked up in his third. If he didn't yoke up, he would have probably 30'd Lou. No disrespect, he probably would have 30'd Lou. But he got the win anyway, just like I thought he was. I had Swamp winning going in. I had Swamp winning going out. So that's that. Swamp beats Lou. Next up. Shotgun Sugar Ace Amin. Exactly how I called it. A little bit less. Or a little bit more of a body. Or it was a clear body. But I did think Ace was going to do okay. But I did have Shotgun Sugar winning clearly going in. And that's exactly what happened. He smoked his fucking boots. From the first round, he was smoking. Them ace flips and all them card flips and shit was fucking powerful. He was knocking his head off from that first round. So we got that one. Next up, Arsenal versus Miss Hustle. Good battle. Good battle. Arsenal's yoking up. He feels like he pulled the loaded Lux. I seen an interview with him. He feels like he pulled the loaded Lux and still pulled it out. No. No, you didn't, buddy. Hustle got that, just like I predicted. I got Hustle winning going in. I got Hustle winning going out. Hustle was on his fucking helmet in that first round, too. Jesus, Lord, he was cooking. She was cooking. Then he choked against himself. That just looks crazy. You choking against yourself just looks kind of different. But he was cooking, though. Our second round was cooking. He was yoking up, but he was cooking. He was cooking. So Hustle got that. Geechee Gotti, Serious Jones. Shout out to the people who are in my comments, on my blog. Shout out to all the numbers I did. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Right? Y'all give me a few hundred views. I'm on 400 or so. Thank you very much. Salute to y'all, all right? But dudes was in my comment section and they was pretty much, I guess they were fans of Serious Jones. And I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna beat him. Not gonna beat him. So said, so done. Geechee with a 30 clip. Like I said, Jones is nice. He has bars. He does have material. He does scheme heavy. And it's kind of almost like a run-on. And maybe that's the issue. That will go over more in a small room. And everybody said the same thing. I did the blog. I said, hey, this is what it is. So said, so done. He lost. I said, Geechee, what he does on stage is going to be too much. And it was. So I'm 4-0 so far. 4-0 so far in my prediction. Shout out to Serious Jones, though, because he is nice. I don't want no one to feel like I'm downplaying him or nothing like that. It's just on that stage, it takes a special ingredient that he ain't found just yet. But he does have bars he can write, and he's nice. And he doesn't lose all that much. But now he's going to be on big stages. He just might. If he's going to keep doing the big stages. He's going to have to learn. Or he might take more losses. He's not going to beat Rock. He's not going to beat Av. He ain't going to beat none of those people on big stages, to be honest with you. But, let's go here. T-Rex versus Chess. This battle was going the exact same way I thought it was. It was like it was going to be a really good battle. Rex had a strong first. Chess came out, started wilding on him. And like I said before, the pen level is different. How to land them punches in them stations, it's different. It's different. Let me tell y'all this. This is one of the reasons why I'm an advocate for your TWORKs, your Rums, and all these other guys who are coming in later. Even though Rock is one of the originals, but he still performs at that level. That's that new hungry level. That new nigga who's hungry, still wants it. He still performs at that level. So he's pretty much a part of this over here. Even though he really isn't. Right? He's the vet. Okay, we get it. There's a reason why I keep endorsing the Chesses, the New Jersey TWORKs. Why I'm a fan of all these guys over here. From the Kid Chaoses, Authentics, all of them. I'm a fan of what they do. One time as a DJ, I was them. I was the youngin' coming in and people were trying to hate on me because I could do certain things. I was able to scratch dancehall music, which wasn't the norm. So I understand being the younger one coming in and having a certain amount of talent and skill set that's high. That some people who are older might not be able to get with. Because me coming in, the older heads couldn't scratch and do all the stuff that I was doing because they're youngin' anyway. So they have to look at me doing, oh, big up the silver finger selector. They come with that Jamaican shit that me and my dancehall people, my West Indian people, you already know. Love them to death. Especially the good ones. The ones who suck, fuck you. But I'm always going to endorse the younger talent. I'm always going to endorse the upcomers, the up-and-comers. I'm always going to endorse that. Because I was that at one time myself. Right? I'm the vet now, but at one time I was in the club at 17. So shout out to Chess. I'm always going to be an advocate for Chess. But in this particular battle, he was winning the battle. And even though I feel like, let me say this. Chess, I feel like you don't need to be falling for those vet tricks. Because you could have whipped his fucking ass if you would have just kept going. But I get where you're coming from. As a man, he's disrespectful for keep on trying to talk through your rounds and these little vet tricks that they keep trying to do and all that kind of stuff. But I do feel like you went a little bit far with the way that you handled it. Even though it's just battle talk. I feel like you just didn't have to keep talking. I don't even know what you said, you know. The fact that you just kept turning back and looking at them and saying what you had to say. Not what you said, but the fact you kept going there with it. You kept going back and you kept what you pointed back to the crowd and you went back to Rex. Back to the crowd, back to Rex. Just rap, nigga. Don't fall for these vet tricks that they're gonna keep trying on you. The last time in the 2-on-2, they made Hollow give you a water. Hollow handing you a water while you're rapping. That shit damn near work because you stopped right then and there. Don't let these niggas be doing these vet tricks to you, my nigga. Because they know how far you are. I know how far you are. I'm one of the big advocates for Chess. Always saying as a up-and-comer, I still always feel like he's the future and present of battle rap. Still to this day. Because he's that fucking dope. And it's back-to-back. It's layered and it's nice. He has the performance, the energy, the delivery. Everything in the tool shed, Chess has it. Except self-control a little bit. Gotta have a little bit of self-control on that stage. Gotta keep it professional. But I understand. I think you guys are both wrong. And I think it just went left as soon. I feel like the battle was salvageable up until the bottle throwing. Even though it's just a water bottle, it's still disrespectful. And it's still gonna come off like, okay, y'all wanna take it there. Over right then and there. But let me just say this. It's both their faults. They both gotta take accountability for that. But I do think that the battle can still happen. Because I feel like that it was going to be a good fucking... I feel like Rex is going to come back in that second and start cooking. I wasn't counting them out. I wasn't counting them out. I knew Chess was probably going to win. I had Chess winning going in. And if I got to come out right now, Chess got the first. Chess got the first. In the first 16, he clearly showed there was a level in how that first round was going to go. He had to choke. He had to choke. If he didn't choke, he wouldn't clearly get that round. But like Verb said, it didn't actually fully happen. So we can't There's nothing really to go by, which is true. So all I can talk about is the fight part. Let's just hope we get those things under wraps. Whether it's the talking to people's rounds or people getting in each other's faces to try to threaten the violence and all that type of stuff. We get it, still battle talk and all that type of shit. It's still within the heat of the battle. But to keep going back and going back and going back, it just really feels like it's really going to go there. The next thing you know, your entourage now, which is the whole other story, they want to get involved because they might feel like it's really on like that. They might not understand, so you all just up there battle talking or whatever like that. Now, before I get off of this topic, let me say this too, Chess. As a person who respects his youth, as you say, respect the youth, respect the people around you. Threatening to swing on the people around you in any kind of public setting is a no-no. Don't do that. That's coming from a 47-year-old man. Don't do that. I'm an older head, and I'm from the hood. I've been through all that. As a matter of fact, I've been coming to Brooklyn, as a matter of fact, since 1981. I've been coming here since the Reagan era. I spent Christmas in Brooklyn. Shout out to my family in Brooklyn. So we all come from the same type of similar background. Don't be doing that. I feel like that was kind of disrespectful. And I feel like if it would have went left, let's just say that you would have did swing on one of your homies. Let's just say you would have injured them. You were in the heat of the moment, and I totally get it. That's why I'm not saying a whole lot about it, but I'm just going to tell you, try not to do that. Because those are your peoples. And if you swing on your peoples, especially in public, I wouldn't even be mad if they all jumped and fucked you up. Not in like a literal concept like that. I'm not saying that I would want that or not like that. I'm just saying I wouldn't be blown away if you were trying to swing on your homies and they did like, what? And then snapped on you. Because they were trying to help you out, calm you down, and deal with your situation. They weren't even trying to be disrespectful to you. Rock is trying to hold you until you say stay focused. That's not a disrespect for you to say, hey, you know what? If you hold me, I'm going to swing on you. You could tell him that in his ear. Hey, yo, bro, don't fucking hold me, my nigga. You could have did that. You could have said, yo, just don't hold me, just hold me. But to go as far as say you're now going to swing and try to fight your own peoples multiple times, can't say I agree with that. Respect your peoples more than that before you don't have no peoples at all. You might push your friends away with that type of shit. Don't do that. At least that's in my opinion. At least not in public. When it's just y'all, whatever the case, y'all gonna squabble. We already know that as friends, you're gonna squabble. But in public settings, can't say I agree with that. And I do think like you were going a little far anyway. I think like you were kind of wild and low key. But that's my opinion on that. Shout out to Chess, shout out to Rex. I do think that battle can happen again. I do think it's salvageable. But let's talk about this now. All right. Hopefully they can get that all squared out. I know they were all squared out, but hopefully the entourages could all, you know what I mean? Get that shit on the wrap for the next one. Whether it's in a volume or whatever. We don't have the same type of situation. There's no reoccurrence of that type of vibe. So hopefully they got that all squared out. But let me say this too. Going in, like I said, I had Chess winning. And I thought Chess was going to win. I'm confident that Chess would have won that battle. I am confident that Chess would have won that battle. But on to another thing, all right? Shout out to Chess. Don't be threatening your homies. Now, especially in public. Now, let's get to the main event. Real quick. Nothing really to talk about for me personally. MOOK versus TWORK. MOOK was cooking. Yes. Yes. MOOK was going. He was going. He was writing very well, as normal. He had bars as normal. Well put together, well thought out, well constructed bars, well written, well rapped, like normal. That's what he normally does. Maybe a little bit more potent this time. I'll say that. The last two battles of MOOK have been kind of potent. Kind of potent. Not going to count the rap battle because that's just the same repetitive gossip bars just repeating itself, even though he put them together brilliantly. Not taking nothing away from him. But I feel like this content and these things are a little bit more than a bunch of Fred shit. That's just my personal opinion. Now, his first round, he was rapping. Second round, he was rapping. He was rapping too. MOOK is a fire rapper. I put it in my blog. I said he's not overrated at all. I said as a rapper, he's actually fire. beat and shit like that, Mook is actually good. You see what he could do on the BT Cypher, on the BT awards and shit like that. Mook is dope. We know this. But let's talk about this though. I don't have Mook winning this battle. TWORK was wilding on him in the first round. And the key was certain things that him and Chess were talking about in the face-off that was supposed to have Mook in it. They know how to land stuff in big buildings. Mook is figuring it out. Mook is figuring it out. He doesn't have as many battles as these guys. These guys have more battles than him, even though he's the vet. We all know how this goes already. They've been on the stage a little bit more. They've been in the smaller rooms. They've been in the volumes and this, that. They've been all over the fucking place. Gates of the Garden, this bullpen. They've been all over the fucking place. They know how to land things. And I knew that was where it was going to come down to. That Mook probably wouldn't know how to land certain things. Big shots and big huge punches. Sorry. In that size room. And that, I feel like that's what it came down to. I feel like TWORK was landing 85 of all the shit that he needed to in the first 2 rounds to grab the first 2. He grabbed the first out the gate. Out the gate. The young dog shit, all that shit he was saying was fucking crazy. That was crazy. If I could have what's it called, prep class, whatever it was, would have never choked again. Crazy. Crazy. The basketball angles and the way he was using it, fire. Fire. He was making them hit. And the thing is, this is where Mook got fucked up at. You got to TWORK with fire setups. His setups were dope. TWORK be a student of the game. He be listening. He be listening. Because that's what we were knocking him for in the Rock battle. The setups were not too crazy. To get to that ending punch wasn't too good. But the ending punch was fire. Like they always are. The haymaker was always fire. But his setup to get to that haymaker, this battle, crazy. He was fucking wilding. I got TWORK winning 2-1. And the third I might need to watch again. Not to say I actually think I'm going to give that one to Mook. Because Mook was really rapping really well. Really rapping really well. He was rapping really well the whole battle. He just didn't have a whole bunch of haymakers and fire things I could say that was put together that crazily. He just raps well and puts his words together good. But I'm accustomed to that already. I'm accustomed to that from Mook already. I'm looking for something more creative, something more crazy, something that's going to hit really hard, that's going to hit me out of my seat. And I didn't get that. I got moments that were fire. I'm like, that was crazy. The way he put that together, the way he wrote that and everything, crazy. The way he got into that little flow pocket and rapped that shit, that was fire. I like that shit. But I still feel like TWORK was a little bit more creative with his punches. The setups were fire. On top of that, so he didn't have much filler. Because his setups are dope. I got TWORK 2-1. I got TWORK 2-1. I got TWORK with a 21, man. And here's another thing I want to get to before I close this vlog. Y'all got to make up y'all mind. Do you guys count the crowd in a big building in your vote or in your judgment in any way, shape, or form or not? Because when Rock battled Goods, the first thing everyone said that, okay, Rock got booed in the second, so we lost the second. So you're going on with the crowd is pretty much letting you know, boo, we ain't liking that. Okay, you know what? You got booed. We're taking that round from him. He didn't win that round. Cool, no problem. That same energy should go for this battle as well. Because when that audience said 2-0, 2-0, why don't that count? So it counts when they boo somebody. But when as soon as they say 2-0, 3-0, then it don't count. That counts, my nigga. And me personally, I'm always like this because I'm a DJ. The paying patron gets the first say, so to speak. Right? They paid $200 to get in there. You sitting at home watching. If they said, I'm going to boo you, I have no issue with that because they paid. Some of the shit that people be getting booed for, we're at home saying, yeah, that is not that nice. So I ain't really surprised with that. Not everything, but some of it. A lot of it. A lot of it. So me personally, I hear 2-0, battle over. Battle over. Gotta keep the same energy, man. When you have paying patrons that are paying $150, $200 to get into a venue, yes, that counts. Yes, their opinion, their judgment counts. You have 2,000 people in front of you and they're booing you. Yes, that matters. Yes, that counts. I am sorry, folks. That's how that shit goes. If I go and play in a club and there's 1,000 people in the club and they're all standing looking me in my fucking face, guess what? I flopped. You could have listened to it later on and say, yo, yeah, she played pretty good. Doesn't matter. You listen to the audio. The live, what people paid to get in there for, I didn't do well. And that's where it counts. That's where it counts. I agree with Goods when it comes to that type of shit. You die in the building, you lost. If you get smoke in the building, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. Don't tell me nothing about what you saw on cam. Fuck all that. These paying patients said boo, and they said 3-0. That's it. Battle over. You don't want that? Battle in small rooms. So that no one's there to boo. No one can heckle you. None of that shit. No 2-0, 3-0 chance. None of that shit. We're always, at least me, I always put the fans' judgment who paid their money into mine. They said 2-0, nigga, that counts. Even if I don't agree, I still can get where they're coming from. So I'm not mad at it. Which normally I do agree. I'll keep it tall with you. Usually I do. But that's just my opinion, man. Homecoming was alright. MOOK and TWORK was a really good battle. But me personally, as I said, I got TWORK. Once I had them 2-0 chance, all that type of stuff, that stuff counts to me personally. To me personally. Because I can't go play in 1,000 people and they stand up looking at my fucking face. I don't care what you say about what you heard. Once they're not reacting, that's it. That's how that works. Once people are paying patience, that's it, buddy. Get mad if you want. That's my opinion, though. D.J.S, you already know this, man. TWORK won. He even work on. TWORK even won on material, man. I don't want to hear no shit from nobody, to be honest with you. Good rapping is not better than, not always going to beat amazingly tailored bars that are made to knock your fucking head off. You might rap real nice and real cute. That's all nice and that's all good. Shout out to MOOK because he's really good at that type of shit. But this is battle rap. There's a battle part of it. He got the rap part down. The battle part, TWORK got. Point blank period. That's how I'm calling it. Hit the like, subscribe, let me know what y'all think, alright? DJ, you already know what it is, man. Drop your location this weekend. We're going to talk about it. Mike P. Loso, the next blog coming. You already know what it is, man. Hit the sub on your way out, man, if you didn't hit it on the way in. Hit the sub on your way out, alright? DJ already, 1.